I'm telling you, like, blood and stuff still on the wall and stuff. I had to say that myself.
It's a trauma and PTSD that you don't really.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Watch till the end. You have no idea. You're going to be shocked.
Fortunate to be on Earth at what I believe is like the Renaissance. The ability to sort of create our own destiny.
The Renaissance Podcast.
Welcome back, guys, to the Renaissance Podcast. You already know who it is. Your boy, CESAR.
My name's Alan Shiner, and we got a special guest today. Introduce yourself, my boy.
My name is Kendu. I'm a artistic streetwear designer, entrepreneur, stylist, I do a lot of everything.
I mean, I see your outfit. I see your nails. I see the chain. I see the beard. I see the hat. I see the glasses. I see the rings, bro. Oh, my God, bro. And I'm here
It's a lot of different stuff going on right here. So.
I mean, but it's a whole vibe, bro.
It's definitely unique, for sure. Yeah. And that's why when you hit us up, I looked you up, because we have to do our research, our due diligence. And I was like, man, it's got a dope-ass page,
Oh, man,
but talk to us a little bit, because I know you said you were just coming from Austin, right?
Yeah.
You just had an event there?
When I got there, I'm thinking it's going to be like, 100 people.
Yeah.
They came out. They was like, nah, it's like almost 400 people in there.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a big event.
It was big. It was hot. It was hot. I had on the turtleneck.
No.
Dang, bro, Austin.
Yeah.
I know it was like at least 100 degrees.
It was definitely 100 degrees. I had on a turtleneck, a black leather vest with some leather pants and leather boots and a black beanie.
Was it an inside event or outside?
It was inside, but
400 people when it's an event that big creates some it's like heat that it's just like it's not gonna be cold at all.
Yeah, it was still hot. I was still damn near about to pass out, but
so like I'm looking at your page right now, and that's you right there.
Oh yeah,
that's you right there. So where can the people find you?
I mean, you can find me on Instagram, of course, at Kendu for Play. That's what a lot of people look at it and they say Kid for Play because they can't get those letters mixed up in the IV. But it's my name, IV Play, KNDUIVPLAY. And that's short for my brand name, which is Art for Play.
Art for Play?
Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm glad to have you here, man. Not many folks can say that, you know what? I'm from Dallas, and I stop by and go to Austin, and then I'm out here in Dallas still hustling and grinding because Austin is a vibe.
Oh, it is. It is. But the thing is, like, I moved to Dallas.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when I moved to Dallas and, kind of got a feel of what the art and fashion scene was like. And once I got a hang of that, I was like, okay, I need to see, I want to try different things, like try different places. So
yeah. And I was gonna.
You say you moved from Dallas, right? So you weren't born here in Dallas, born and raised. Where are you from?
I was born in Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh,
I was born in Mississippi, but I lived most of my life in Chicago. So
Chirac, bro. I'm telling you,
South side.
Definitely.
I feel like everybody that I know from Chicago is always from the South Side,
I mean, that's the best part because if you claim the West Side, I mean, you got your. Never mind, we didn't even go there because a lot of people gonna be like.
Connie is from South Side, right?
Yeah.
Connie, definitely.
Yeah.
What about Chance? Where is he from?
I think Chance is from Chance, because we call it out there, we call it out west. So it's out west, out south, south side, we call it out west. So I believe he's from out west. I think he's on the west side.
Do you think Chicago is the most creative people in America, that comes out with most creativity? Because everybody from Chicago, rapper, music-wise, and fashion design, it's always really creative, different.
Yeah.
Do you think it's something to do with how you grow up there?
I think it is because, of course, we all come from different backgrounds. Like we all come from most of us come from, being defensive. And, a lot of we are defensive all the time, but we also like, I still want to learn and try new things. But we got people out here like, judging us, so it's like we really don't want to show that we want to do this.
Yeah.
So even when I was out there, I was like, the life that I'm living now, I was like, I want to live this. But if I go outside dressed like this in Chicago, you got people calling me all types of so.
I mean, I feel like it brings to like I said. I mean, Kanye West, one of those big guys that was like that, and creativity was one of the big things for him. I don't know if you saw the Netflix release that they had, his special.
I seen clips of it.
Clips of it?
Yeah.
I think, honestly, it was really inspiring watching it, to be honest, especially for anybody that's doing something, watching somebody so young, like the focus he had in it where nobody believed in him. Even when he was like showing them music that was like, now it's considered greatness, you know? And back then to them, like they weren't even paying attention to what he was doing, you know? And I feel like that's what some of us, like the small creators, I mean, you're doing it big out here, you know, in Austin, making it, you know? But like I said, it's, sometimes you see the effort you put into it, and people don't see it yet, you know? And that's something great, you know? That's something I learned from that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I wanted to tell you about Chicago, bro. Like, it does get its rap, you know. It does have its name, you know, out there. Like I said, it's violent. It's not very accepting. But at the same time, too, if you just
produces the great people.
At the same time, too, like, it producing a lot of folks out here that are making it big. And I mean, you were just born there, but I mean, at the same time,
he wasn't born in Mississippi.
Well, I mean, you were born or raised there, but like at the end of the day, you can't let that define who you are. So you gotta go out there and find yourself and build a name for yourself. And I feel like that's what you're doing right now.
What brought you to Dallas?
My family and I, we came here for a family trip, like I say, 2015, and it came, like when we first came, I was like, it's so clean here. It's like, it's so clean. You don't see trash and shit. I'm like, no trash, everything on the floor, like on the ground. So it's like, it's clean. The environment was nice. The people were more welcoming. It wasn't so, you know, everybody wasn't so tense, and everybody was open. So it's like, I've always been dressing different. So it's like when I stepped outside, when I came here, I was like, more people was like, I like your style, I like your style. Like, okay, yeah. I think I might like this. But it's, like I said, if I go to Chicago like this, you know, you have some people that's going to be like, I dig what you're wearing, but then you also got those people who don't know. They're going to judge and say what they're going to say. And, you know.
I think we're honestly, Dallas community is more open-minded for sure. And that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, now that Austin is becoming that mogul, you know, that you know, where the hub of like so much stuff going on, especially, I mean, comedy there is getting really big as well. I think most of the comedians that lived in California now are now moving to Austin. I mean, is fashion design the same way? Like, is it getting as big as it was, like, Cali-wise? You know how everything is always LA, everything like that. But is Austin getting that way too?
I would say, because I don't know too much about excuse me. I don't know too much about Austin's like fashion scene, but I know that it's growing. But I know Dallas fashion scene, it wasn't what it is today. Like Dallas fashion scene is growing. I feel like everybody and their mama moving out here now. So it's like Dallas is literally becoming like the next big fashion thing. So it's like everybody's coming here and everybody wants to get connected and want to work with everybody. So
the network here, it's crazy.
I've seen that a lot. I've seen a lot of folks come in here and they say like, you know, this is because we network with them, but like also because a lot of folks brought them to us. So like, it's just a way of like, if you like the camera, you're gonna want to be behind the camera. If you love what you're doing, you're gonna want to show it off. So like, this is why this is a good platform for a lot of folks, and there's just so many folks out here making it big. I was gonna ask you, bro. Like, so you're styling and everything, right? I think I got a style here. I got my Travis.
I like the shoes. I definitely fuck with the shoes.
And I got the Fear of God here, but like, this is just like my style. So like, Fear of God is my favorite brand. What's your favorite brand? Yourselves? I mean,
I have a couple of favorite brands. I'll say my number one favorite streetwear brand is.
You better not say Supreme, man.
Definitely not. I feel like Supreme, to me, Supreme is overplayed.
Weren't you a Supreme head for a while?
For like 3 months.
Bro, he literally bought every hat there was on the market. And then he literally, in 3 months, he sold every hat he had.
What era was this? Like, what year was this?
Bro, it was like during COVID, bro. Every Thursday, bro, at 11, because it's Texas Central Time, bro. I was in there on my computer on my corporate job. Hey, yo, the Supreme just dropped. Nah, that was
At one point, I went to his house, and that's all he had, Supreme. I'm like, bro, you're going way too much, buddy. Like
I feel like everybody goes through that. Did you go through that era?
Not Supreme, but I definitely had an era where I ran a brand in the ground. And I was like, okay, let me just throw all this.
Well, which brand do you say?
It was a few. I definitely, for a second, this was it wasn't a brand. It was back in 2012. 2012 when it was popular to wear those YMCMB shirts. I don't know.
Oh
if you
yeah,
it's not a brand, but it was those YMCMB shirts. They came out with every different color, and I thought I was like that.
Wasn't it with the YOLO era?
Yeah,
the YOLO era,
no.
man.
Yeah,
That's how
it was
it went
definitely-
off, bro.
was a
Yeah, I
big
remember
era.
that
The
era.
snapbacks.
Yeah.
Where was that? The snapback era?
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
a snapback
snapback. That
era.
was with the Converse and the
Yeah.
long Nike
long
socks.
Nike socks and the
Or
cargo
Sperry's.
shorts.
Man, I'm a Hispanic, so you already know us Hispanics. We ran through that. Everybody in our school had that,
You
man.
ran through that. Hell no.
What do you think? Have you seen that Gucci and Adidas are having a collab?
Yes.
What do you think of that?
I love it. I love that collab, and
It's so unexpected, to be honest, for me. I don't know if they have ever collabed before.
nah, this is new. The
It's new.
Gucci and Adidas, and they have a Fendi and a Versace. Collab.
Well,
Both
have
of
you seen it?
Nah, man. Let me look it up.
Actually, they promoted it through a bunch of soccer players.
Gucci and
Gucci.
Adidas.
That's the only reason how I find out. Yeah,
Yeah,
Damn, bro.
it's coming out. I think June.
yeah.
Dropping June something.
It's different, but
It's
I
so
like
different,
it.
but
Yeah.
the duffel bag and
Yeah.
the jacket, I was like, dude, I gotta. It's so expensive, but I was
June
like,
7.
yeah,
That's crazy because Fear of God is gonna collab with Adidas too. So I'm
That's
out
gonna
here.
be dope.
Yeah, I'm out here like saying Adidas is just trying to build a reputation for themselves
Yeah.
as luxury, something premium, which
Yeah.
honestly they've always been before Nike.
Yeah,
I think Nike was beating them to the punch, to be honest, lately. Especially with a lot of collabs that they were doing with artists, big artists.
Bro, if it wasn't for
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, bro, Nike wouldn't be shit, bro.
you're right.
Bro, people are out here bringing out their Reeboks, their Filas. Bro, bring that shit out of the closet. Nah, bro, no, don't do it. Like, it's too late.
I'm sorry, those feet, like those chunky.
Yeah,
I hated those.
You don't like those Filas, bro?
I was a big
hated
Fila
those.
fan back. Well, not the chunky ones, but like the
ones
back in the day with
yeah.
that you had
With
the
the
strap
strap.
with the
Yeah,
strap.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
had so many of those, and my mom would always be like, "You already have so many." I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, I need this one. I don't have this one."
Yeah, those was.
I ran through those too. I was in elementary, but I'm talking about like
Yeah,
nowadays.
this was elementary. This was
I'm talking
elementary.
about nowadays. I'm talking about like those girls that want to be like 5 inches taller, so they pull out those fucking Adidas. I mean,
Those
the
big ass
fucking,
Filas.
Yeah, the
and
Filas,
there's-
bro.
Yeah,
I hate. I'm sorry. I hate those. I hate them. Damn. I hate those shoes.
I bought a pair, but I was like, nah, I don't really like wearing these. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to. Well, they're nice. You can match them with a lot of stuff, but
can.
at the same time, I didn't really like the comfort of them as well.
See,
Like they were so, like I would get super tired with them
Yeah.
easily.
are they like tight or like are they like?
They're just
fit
like
weird
more
or
the
something?
leather. It's like leather, but it's like really hard. Like
Oh,
like
okay.
it was really hard, and then like it's not soft, you know. So for the
Yeah.
foot, so like if you were walking with them a while, you would just get super tired.
Oh, definitely.
Before we keep going off topic, so yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say your top 5 favorite brands.
Okay, number one, I would say Pierre Moss.
Okay,
Pierre Moss. Number two, Telfar.
all right,
Number three, Schiaparelli.
all right.
Number four, Arthur Play.
Afro Play.
That's mine.
I was
Number
about to say, which one's that one?
Yeah.
right.
I saw it in his thinking.
Number five, I would say, I love what Savage X Fenty is doing as far as bringing different people and bringing everybody to be a part of it and getting the brand. I love what Rihanna's doing. So
Honestly, she's something else because you can see Beyonce just being Beyonce, but Rihanna
Yeah.
has to go out here and like make a name for herself.
yeah,
I mean, she was already a big mogul in the music. I feel like I think she's paving the way where like I don't even think she does music anymore.
Nah.
I like they keep telling her to drop an album, and she's like, "Fucking album! I'm trying to.
I'm having
I'm a
kids and
billionaire,
shit now.
yeah.
Bro.
Like her designs is everything. Like
Yeah.
her, I think she first started with, if I'm not mistaken, with makeup, right? Or was it with lip
when she first started with
shoes?
because I have like 2 pairs.
Okay.
Bro, the OGs.
Yeah, they're called creepers. They like platforms. They like thick soles. Like back in
damn.
2016, they were real popular. You probably seen
Yeah.
everybody like with like the black. What's the type of fabric? Not velvet. Not velvet. Velour.
Velour.
And it was very popular back in 2016. Everybody had a pair, but
Damn, bro. How you feel then about her having a kid that's not yours?
Nah, everybody feels that way.
everybody is like,
Man, how's she having a kid? That's not mine.
That's crazy. And then they were making so many rumors over like ASAP, bro. Yeah. Like they were making shit up too, just so they could like just get.
But that's how the internet runs. Like they run off a rumor and then they just take off on it. You know, especially because if the memes are funny. Everybody just hops on the trend, you know.
But I heard somebody that worked at the hospital said they said something about what she was having before she actually had the baby.
Oh shit! So because they didn't even know till birth, right?
Yeah, somebody who worked at the hospital. This is something that I saw on the internet. They was like. Some lady said that she was having a boy.
If somebody knew it was gonna be TMZ, they know everything before. They say TMZ knows when you're dead, even before you die.
For real, right? Nah, bro. You even saw Rihanna like out here like shopping for clothes, trying to like get out everybody misinformed.
She's the most fashionable pregnant person I've seen.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure. That's a fact. I've never seen anybody look so good pregnant.
Yeah.
I was like, every time she would be out, I'm like, bro, she looks so good, even though she's
with the stomach out and everything.
With the stomach out, like I've never seen that from somebody, you know.
I've always been amazed whenever a skinny girl gets pregnant, bro, because like, bro, they barely have any stretch marks, bro. Like they out here just like rocking that belly, bro. I'm like, what the heck, bro?
But I mean, like, I feel like famous people take care of their body too, as well. They have,
you can get surgeries afterwards. You're telling me Kim Kardashian out here looking great still?
Nah,
I'm sure now after like 5 surgeries.
Damn, call him out, bro.
Nah, bro. My boy P, he's out here with Kim Kardashian right now. They're in London, bro. Bro, I'm so proud of him.
He's living, man.
Hell yeah, I'm so proud of him. Cause like, bro, you're someone that is mentally ill apparently, and look at the actual person that's mentally ill. No offense to Chicago. No offense.
No. I'm like not taking because
Kanye, my boy, but like homeboy, you gotta...
after his mom, of course, like after his mom passed, he went shh. But I understand that because I lost my brother. I lost my brother in 2017.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, and I witnessed it happen.
Oh no!
So it's like I know what it's like to mentally go through some stuff when you lose somebody that's close to you.
So then, especially when they mean so much to you. Like I mean, Kanye. Like if you see the documentary, you see how much his mom meant to him, especially because literally that's all he had, you know.
Yeah.
And the way she supported him as well, like the way she supported him through everything, like she knew every single one of his songs, every design he had. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. I was like, the amount of support he gave her, that she was a big part of his success. Because I don't think he would have made it if she wouldn't have supported him like that. I don't think he would have made it.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy. A lot of folks go through a lot of different things. You know, rest in peace to your brother. If you see right there, there's an individual that was special, for example, to CESAR.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you told me that you started working. You quit your 9 to 5 when in 2019.
Yeah.
This happened in 2017.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is like, it's a stepping stone because I'm sure that he would have loved to see you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of what happened with me quitting my 9 to 5, I was actually working at True Religion.
That's bread, bro.
No, it ain't. Oh. Nah. It was. I ain't even gonna lie. Nah, the pay was very trash. But I was working there one day, and I was telling some people I was working with. I said, when I turn 25, I'm not working for anybody else. And I was 23. I think I was 23. And I'm 27 now. So I'm like, when I turned 25, I started working at Forever 21 and Arlington. And
Park Mall.
Yeah.
I used to have a girlfriend in Arlington, so I know what it is, bro.
Man, that job was I won't even lie. That job helped supporting me get to a place I would say that I dreamed of going, which was New York Fashion Week. I only got there. I worked there I was like, I'm only here just so I can make enough money so I can do New York Fashion Week and I'm out. And then I started working in November of 2019, and of course, COVID hit 2020. New York Fashion Week was February 2020.
Oh, the last event.
Right. So it was before it got canceled?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I caught it right before everything got shut down. So
damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How was it then? Because then you quit 2019, what month? Around like December? Or like the end of 2019?
Okay, so what actually happened was January of 2020, my house caught on fire.
Ooh.
Ooh. So my house caught on fire, and I was like, man, I really need this money so I can get to New York and, get my room and everything.
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah. Everybody want to be there.
Yeah. So what they, the people that, like the managers and everything, they was like, take all the time you need to get yourself together. And, I was without a home for a minute, so I was sleeping in hotels and, you know. And I was like, no, I need to be here. Like, I have to make this money so I can get to New York, so I can do New York Fashion Week. And they wasn't trying to hit it. They was like, no, go take care of yourself, get everything you need together. And I was like, man, I'm determined. I was like, man, I already submitted half of my money to walk for this show. I don't have a hotel. I don't have airfare. Like, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, I ain't gonna lie, like things just start falling out of the sky. Like my room got paid for, my flight got paid for. I got there a day late, but I still made it to the show. And models was just
through those certain events. Did you feel some sort of uncertainty of that what was gonna happen? Especially because, like I said, your house caught on fire. You know, and I feel like whenever something great is gonna happen for you, there's always before that, like a week before that, there's always so much stuff that happens to you.
Yeah.
And it always happens, I feel like, to everybody, and like, did you feel that way? I don't know if that
most definitely. Like I truly believe that I'm one of those people that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And I truly felt like, even though all that stuff was going on in my head, I'm like, something great got to come out of this, because if not,
then
I'm jumping off. I'm like, but I couldn't have that mentality. So I was like, this has to work. Like when it comes to my clothing brand, that's like my mentality is like, this has to work. There's no if or anything other than that. So
yeah, I know what you mean, because at the end of the day, bro, like, let's say it would have not worked out. When is your next chance? You know what I mean? Like, I get that, it's like everything works out for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't do something about it, ain't nothing gonna happen.
Ain't nothing gonna happen.
But you know what? What's crazy? Because these are your dreams, obviously, and I feel like I would say a solid 80% of people quit at that moment where like their house caught on fire. Like they think, no, you know what? This is a sign for me that not to do this. Let me just stay steady, keep on my job, not quit that, stay working there, or do whatever they have to do, but not follow their dreams. And I feel like a lot of people do that, where like as soon as they get those little, problems that they think they can't overcome it, but they really can. They're just mentally weak.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people just fall off, and then they never reach their dreams.
Exactly.
And I feel like that happens to a lot of people. And and sadly, I mean, that's why I feel like that's why we kind of maybe not be our main focus on the podcast, but showcase people that overcome that, especially for people that might be watching this, be like, you know what, I gotta do this. A friend was telling me, was like, you know what, I want to start a podcast, and I was like, bro, do it. Like if I did it, and
you can do it too.
Yeah, like you can do it too, bro. You just gotta put effort. It takes a lot of work for sure.
Yeah,
but you can do it.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, bro. So like in Austin, there's a lot of boutiques.
Yeah,
like so many boutiques. It's crazy. Do you ever plan to have one over there?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I don't think I'm gonna push towards Austin. I like what they're doing out there, but I think my main, like, I wanted to go to New York. I wanted to move to New York. But the fact that everybody is coming this way, and I've already made a solidified foundation here, I feel like I can build here, but still travel and go other places.
Yeah,
I haven't really.
It's crazy because I feel like a lot of folks are doing that as we speak. Whether it's like, whatever it is, whether it's real estate, whether it's just you fucking doing music and shit. Like your base is here, and now you get to live that luxury of staying in New York and have some connections there, but as well. But your base home is Dallas.
Yeah,
and that's something that, like, I mean, a lot of people make it out of New York and stuff, but why not you be the first to make it out of Dallas? Big person that's like, what, they look back at it and he's stationed in Dallas,
Yeah,
and it will make it great, at least for the city,
Yeah.
So you got to be that first one, bro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, is there a lot of fashion, big fashion designers or anybody that like it's big from Dallas? I mean, I'm not a lot of into
You're not
it. So
deep into that.
Deep into it, so I wouldn't know. But I don't know if you know.
I would say there's a lot of successful models from Dallas. There's a lot of successful models and dancers out of Dallas that has done big things. Now, designers, I would say you have some that has traveled to New York, and they're doing their thing out there right now. I say, other than myself, other than myself, I would say there's quite a few that's out here that's actually like doing some stuff. So,
that's what's up, man. And I'm sure, like, whenever we showcase this, and someone that's out there that, you can probably, motivate, you have no idea who you can motivate.
Exactly.
And then, out of nowhere, they're the reason why you're making it, because they're helping you and shit like that. Bro, it's crazy. It's a small world, man. Yeah. Especially here in Dallas, bro. It really is.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this because I've never shared it before, but I was homeless twice.
Damn.
Like when I first moved to Texas, I was staying with a family member, and she was evil. We was sleeping in cars. We stayed at the DFW Airport Hotel for like 3 weeks, and that's a shitty rundown hotel.
Yeah.
So I was homeless twice, and that time, and after my brother passed away, we was homeless after that again, and so I had to like kind of build, like we was building ourselves back up, and then it was a lot of unfortunate events happened throughout my entire, I would say, career, but things started to change 2020. So
that's like 2 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine what you can do in 2 years from now. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And there's only go ups from that, especially. I mean, there's the lowest you can go to, and then you just up from there. Especially if you got that focus. But yeah, man, that's big for us. I mean, like at least that's what happened to us too. Like we started during. I feel like a lot of people started during the pandemic. I feel like that was like the breaking point.
Moment, yeah.
Maybe a lot of people see it as like it happened. I mean, rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives. During that time. But whoever really survived it and then like was like, you know what, I'm putting my effort and my dreams into it. They really are like, I feel like a lot of people, at least I know a lot of friends that like did a lot of it during that time because so much free time that everybody had.
For real.
Like, it was a lot of downtime, so it was like we had no other choice but to stay in the house and work on things that we
if you chose to just watch Netflix all day, that's on you.
That's on
like,
you.
Man, I was bored. I feel like after like a good solid like 3-4 days that I watched Netflix, I was like, I gotta do something.
It's so crazy. Like if you were to ask me, did you ever like not work during COVID? No, I actually worked the most.
I know,
bro. Like I was out here putting hours, like 110 hours in a paycheck. I'm like, oh, why am I doing this?
But was the pay beneficial to you? Like, was it good?
Yeah, like so
good,
corporate. I feel like corporate is doing a great job. Bringing back folks to working.
Yeah,
and also did a great job keeping folks to work.
Yeah,
but they also did a bad thing. They allowed people to not work and they don't want to come back.
Yeah.
So the folks that really do wanted to work, they didn't. They were benefiting. They were reaping the benefits. Even the stimmies. Yeah, but like how many people are hardworking? Maybe 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, and then the 6% you still. I mean, the other 60% you need them because like. Who else is gonna do this shitty ass job?
Yeah,
they.
I mean, we're paying the stimmies back, bro. Look
at
this inflation.
Right
I wonder you could keep those stimmies. Yeah. Man, that our gas prices, everything was gonna be so expensive now.
Bro, gas was $2, $1.50, bro. It's like a bag of chips. Them stimmies hit, bro. We was eating.
Yeah. And people always like whenever they we talk about gas price and they see my truck and they're like, I bet you be hating the gas price. I'm like, bro, like,
my boy, you bought a truck during the
pandemic, but then it was like again $2, $2.50. Like I would have thought I was gonna be paying almost $100 to tank, and like
I know,
right? And the amount I drive, like I go around everywhere, so it's like every 3 days, 4 days I have to fill it up.
I know, fools.
I'm thinking about getting an electric bike. I'm not gonna lie, like one of those electric bikes.
Electric bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister got one of those.
For real? Yeah. Like what is an electric bike? Hold up, I am intrigued. Electric.
They're like around 2K, but I feel like it would be worth it, Like at the end of the day, 2K.
Who's selling this? Like Tesla? What the heck's going on?
I think my sister got hers. It's black, just like that.
Bro, this is a moped.
Oh no, first one, the first pick, like the first.
No, there's different ones. Like that one, like the bottom one.
The one with the brick wall, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Wait.
Oh.
Well, kind of like that. Well, the one I want, it's called, forgot the name of it. But that one you have to have actual bike license, like a motorcycle license. Because it goes up to like 90 miles per hour.
Yeah, you have to have a bike license?
Whoa, for the one I want. For the one I want, because...
A tricycle license.
Right. No, you have to have a motorcycle license. Oh, it's the one right there with the chick?
Oh, I see it. Oh, bro, that's clean, bro.
Yeah,
that's dope.
This is
that one's actually a little bit more expensive. I'm not gonna lie. That one's 5-6K, I think.
Bro, that's a motorcycle.
Yeah, but no
electric
gas.
bike. You see how that's how they caught my mind, bro. They caught my eye. Electric bike.
Because I'm thinking because the one that my sister has, it looks like an actual bike, and when like the electric scooters you have downtown and stuff like that, that's how hers is.
Yeah, and I mean that's how most are. This is like a new one that's like where it's like it's no longer a bike; it's more considered a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So this is the new the new generation of like it's no longer just a bike; it's a motorcycle.
I told myself whenever the Tesla truck gets released, because I don't know if you guys have seen the Tesla truck, but I'm gonna buy it, right? And I'm gonna put some Longhorns in the front, bro. That's how badly I'm like representing Dallas, bro. I don't give a shit, bro. I'm gonna be so ghetto, bro.
The big.
I feel like that will put a spotlight on you. Everybody's gonna, but I mean in a good way. I feel like, hey.
And then I'm gonna put the fucking Renaissance podcast logo right next to it. Like, no, what's up, bro? Yeah. Free advertisement.
Let me look who it is.
Yeah.
Let me look who it is.
They gonna look at my ugly ass like, bro, this man. Nah, bro, that's what I mean, bro. Like, I rep Dallas. Like everywhere I go, bro. Like people are from Dallas. Like, not too long ago, I was in New York, bro, and they're like, oh, I'm from Dallas. I was it was like 2021. Actually, it was almost exactly a year ago, like 2 weeks ago. Went to the Met. I got to see I even
Wait, you went to the Met?
Yeah,
Met Gala?
The what?
Dude, the Met Gala?
The Met Gala? No, I'm sorry. The Net or whatever it's called, that museum.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say the Met Gala. I was like, hold up. I didn't know that either. What you mean? I didn't get no invite?
Because it was postponed at that point.
Yeah.
But damn, bro, for real. Imagine the Met, bro.
Yeah.
The Met Gala, bro.
Wait, is that in New York?
Yeah.
Or that's in different locations?
I think that's...
No, it's in New York.
It's always in New York?
It's always in New York.
Oh, I thought it was like
it's just that they always switch it up. They always have a different theme and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Damn. Okay, so let me ask you then. What was your favorite theme of the Met Galas?
I would say year...
Which one was this year? It was like American, right? Something
it was
American.
Like this year was
American fashion.
It was the Gilded Age this year. This year was the Gilded Age. My favorite year was the year Rihanna had like this big yellow gown, and it was like it had the longest train. It was like
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Because which one was the one where the A$AP Rocky looked like a bowl of cereal? You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think that was last year.
That was last year?
Yeah.
Met Gala.
Yeah. That was my favorite.
What year? Oh, 2015, bro. This is 2015.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
What theme was that?
You've been into this shit for a minute, bro.
For a long time.
Well, I mean, I feel like you've been always growing up loving fashion.
Yeah.
If I'm guessing right.
Yeah.
So
what theme was this?
2015 Met Gala. Let's look it up. 2015.
There's some funny ones. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll be looking at some and I'm like, there's no way. Like this is like. I mean, I know when something is good, even if it's different.
Yeah.
But there's some that's like, there's no way they thought this.
Y'all just threw this shit on.
Like,
You see, that's the museum I went to, so that's who hosts these events.
Oh, so that's why you said the Met.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
The
so
Met,
that's why it's
not the Met Gala.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh.
Hey, but maybe that's why they call it the Met.
Yeah. That's probably it.
And probably that's probably it.
Oh yeah, so we're looking at what was it themed? A theme. There you go. I didn't even type that theme. It was China looking through the looking glass. So I guess it was like Chinese.
Yeah.
The Chinese theme. Oh, nice.
Oh damn, bro. I feel like my favorite time. Yours was 2015 with Rihanna.
Yeah.
I feel like mine was whenever Lil Nas X pulled up and looking like a whole golden man, bro. That was crazy.
Last year's thing when he took that whatever he had off. He got this big gold
that shook me up.
Lil Nas X, do you like his style?
Yeah.
He always has some.
I worked with him.
Oh, you work with him?
I
really?
worked with him in 2020.
Nice. So let's talk about that. I didn't know that.
Well,
stun on those real quick.
Stun on us. Flex on us.
Flex on us.
So, I was on this app called Bigo Live.
Bigo Live.
It's like you can go on there, become a host, and you get paid to stream to go live.
Got you.
And I was just, scrolling through people's live, and it was this guy who was like mixed, like he was a DJ. He was just playing stuff. And I kind of, tuned into his live. And I was like, just up, and I was like, play this song. I said, just play this song. And he played it, and he was like, what you know about this? And I was like, man, And I was like, nothing. And he asked me where I was from. I said, I'm from Chicago, but I live in Dallas. And he said, I'm in Chicago right now. And he went through like you could tap your name and go through people's pictures and see their pictures. And he was like, "What do you do?" So I'm a designer. He said, "Send me some." He said, "Send me your work." Like I dropped my website and pictures of my clothes in his DM. And shortly after that, he kind of explained who he was. I didn't know who he was. I was just like scrolling through his live, and it was his DJ.
Oh,
And his
nice.
DJ was like, "Oh man, your work is dope." He said, "I think Nas will wear this." And he said, "Let me send this to him real quick." And when he sent it to him, I have these green pants on my not on my website anymore. I took them off on my Instagram.
Gotcha.
There's these green pants with like these eyeballs, and there's like this black and white striped shirt.
You still have it there?
Yeah, I think you'll probably see me wearing them. You see the red ones with the eye? Like you go up one more? Well, those are green pants right there. Well, I'm looking down.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, those are the pants. And he was like, "I think he'll wear those." He said, "I think he'll wear those." So I sent him those. I sent him at least like 8 pieces, maybe 8 to 10 pieces. And then shortly after that, he hit me back. He was like, "Man, he fucks with this." He's like, he liked this. And he was like,
Nice.
"Send some more stuff." He was like, he sent me. He was like, he went to my website. He's like this, and this. And in the back of my head, I'm like, "Sure, did he like this? Or is this you? Or what?" I'm like,
You're just trying to act like
are you trying to get free clothes off me? But he actually like got him, and I was like, man. So it was a great experience just to have both of them wearing my stuff. So
especially when somebody that big, and then you know how he is, like, especially with the designs he always wear, and he fucks with your stuff. It's like you pretty much I mean, you already know it. You know your stuff is great. You know, personally, you have to know it. You know, you have to believe in yourself. But when somebody kind of reassures you that's a crazy feeling.
Heck yeah, man. I always tell this fool, and I call him a fool because that's just I'm Mexican this, but like I keep always bringing up this quote: "Ignorance is bliss."
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? Ignorance is bliss.
You know what?
He watched the movie and then he just started saying that.
Not even, bro. I ain't even gotta watch movies like that.
I heard that a lot because I used to listen to this song, and it's called "Ignorance is Bliss." It's by
shoot, that might be your song, bro. He literally says this every single time. Bro, we laugh at him because that's all he says. Ignorance is bliss.
It's crazy because everybody has a different interpretation.
Yeah. I listened to the song is by the artist CESAR. The Sir, he, I think his brother name is D Smoke.
I fuck with both of them. Yeah, so you're right on my lane.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So I was listening, I was listening to that one day, and it was back, 2015. And I just kind of heard it, and I was listening to it. I was like, just listen to the words of the song because I never understood what that term meant. And just listening to what he was saying, it was like a lot of things a lot of negative things people may say or do and things like that. And I'm still trying to figure it out because it's like the song was just so dope. I was just like, man, but it's like
motherfucker was high.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, still trying to figure it out.
Still high.
Yeah. But the song.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm like, the song was dope. I'm like, I get by, just like you said, everybody has their own interpretation from it. So it's like what you may think it is, it's like I may look at it differently. So
I feel like you were trying to say something close to even though people are gonna like you or don't like what you're doing, you just gotta keep going.
Right.
You just gotta keep going.
Well, to me, it's always been you never know what you're doing that might help you. Ignorance is bliss. Where that point where you were talking to a DJ, you didn't even know he was Lil Nas X DJ, and then just by you showing him stuff, and then he showed it to him. You were ignorant where you didn't know he was the DJ, but by just doing that, then it got you to collaborate with.
You were just being yourself.
Yeah.
You were just being yourself, showcasing what you love.
Yeah.
And boy, I'm telling you, if you think you're awesome, wait until someone else thinks you're awesome.
Exactly.
And guess who thinks that you're awesome? You know what I mean? So it's a cool vibe. It's a cool vibe, and it's also to the part where a lot of folks we were talking about earlier, they blow up and they change. I'm like, why do you guys change?
Yeah.
People fell in love with you for who you are, not because of, he deserves all this bread and money and hope he gets 50 bitches and everything afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds good to me, but you know what I mean? That's not the goal.
Nah.
That's not the goal. The bread is just, I feel like it's like a subsidy of, your success.
Yeah, it's just going, that's gonna help me in many ways, but I truly feel like it's not gonna change me because I always remind myself my whys, why I got started, why am I doing this, and moving forward, continue like
Oh yeah,
what's the term?
Perseverance.
No, it's back to the basics. Like I keep reminding myself, get back to why you started because I found myself after that collab with Lil Nas X happened, I found myself starting to get a little big headed. I was walking around, I was like, ain't nobody out here doing what I'm doing. This is enough. Like I'm hot. And right when it happened, a lot of bad stuff started happening to my life. So I was like, nope, bring it back down. Come back, be humble.
There's something I always say where like, especially in industry where like it's like the creative industry that we work in, it's like never live on the highs and never live on the lows. Always stay in between, because there's always going to be highs and lows whenever you're going through your career. But if you stay on the middle, that's where you just keep a balance of work.
Yeah, man. And I was gonna ask you like. So now that you understand that, you're in a stage, and you have an audience and you have success to show proof, but I'm sure you want to grow that audience, right? So now that you are into this state of, old money, I'm saying like you got new money, you got new fame, and you know that, let me not touch that too much. I mean, just be laid back. How do you plan to grow now?
I keep doing what I've been doing because there's a lot of things that I don't post on my Instagram, like a lot of successful things that I've reached that I don't post because I just be like,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And I'm like, I'm not going to boast and brag. Like, my clothing found a home in London in 2020 as well. So it's like, my clothes, like the people in London out there, they rock with my clothes more than they do out here.
It's crazy.
I did that.
London fashion is another city where like it's really big.
You said London,
yes,
specifically, right? And I keep bringing up London because there's this underground rap scene in London that's just huge, and it's also now finally touching the United States.
Yeah. Wait, have y'all checked out my clothes before?
Yeah, well, I've seen it, y'all
can. It's okay to say no. Not just
no. I've seen like I obviously did my research, so I've seen it. That's one question I had. Like, what was like? What demographic you want to reach? Is it broad or is it like your designs are always just like one main focus?
I'll say broad because there's a like a specific audience, not specific audience. I make clothing for people that are free. So when I say free, like they don't care about what people are saying, but they want to make a statement without having to say stuff. So it's like I could be able to put on something, and as soon as I walk in, it grabs somebody's attention without me having to say something.
Even though it's simple.
Yeah.
Art for play.
I wish I had that. I don't think I have that. Like that expressive mind where like I can put something together and like it's good. Maybe I'm just not. Not that I don't feel comfortable, but I always never feel like
you only got a 30-day return policy, bro?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Bro, you know what's so funny? Zara, bro. I feel like Zara has like the worst policies, bro. They're like, nah, it's wrinkled. Nope, can't give you your money back, bro.
I used to work at Zara.
For real, really? Zara.
I used to work at Zara.
Ah, for real?
Yeah.
So if it's wrinkled, they don't accept it?
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but
no,
that's
exactly. No, he's right though. Like they are when it comes to stuff like that, they're very like picky when it comes to returns and exchanges and stuff. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. You know what's the easiest place you can return shit, bro? I feel like it's Amazon.
Oh yeah,
Amazon. They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't, bro.
Bezos got so much money. He's like, man, whatever.
Amazon and Walmart. It's like you could take
Walmart,
anything back
bro.
at Walmart's.
Return the milk that's expired.
Right, and even it's ago. Like a dent in a dent in the like jug, then they still take.
Nah, but I'm proud of you. He's the one that does all the research, books the guests and everything. Ignorance is bliss. I feel like I gotta react.
As hell, bro,
nah. I know so much, but like it's because like it's brought up or like vice versa. Like I can't be out here asking you things that like that's not natural.
Yeah,
to an extent. I didn't know you worked at Zara. That's crazy.
This actually. I was working at Zara.
Which one? The one over here in Dallas?
Yeah, in North Park.
Oh no!
But this was back in 2017. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I love Zara so much. Before I was into Fear of God and everything.
Yeah.
Nothing but Zara, bro. I like the texture shirts.
What is Fear of God?
Fear of God.
Who's who's
I forget his name, but it's a baseball player's son. It's crazy.
Baseball player's son?
Yeah,
what the hell?
Baseball player's son.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's a huge.
I'm not into fashion like that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Do you know the name of the founder?
I don't, but I really rock with their clothes. My brother's a fan of their work.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
I love seeing it. And you know what? Like later on, I mean, I hope one day we can go to your fashion show. You know, invite us. You know.
Oh yeah.
If it's in New York, bro, please invite me, man.
Anywhere. I'm just saying anywhere, bro. Why you gotta be so specific?
Well, it's because I want to go back, bro. And if it's Austin, trust me,
he loves New York too. New York and Austin, this dude's there all the time. I love
it. Jerry Lorenzo, there you go. So it's an American fashion and sneaker designer.
Jerry Lorenzo.
Okay.
Do you ever plan on work on sneakers, bro?
One day. Yeah. One day, yeah. I've done cologne. Ooh. I've done
bro, you keep talking about your brand and I feel like it's like huge. And I'm out here like,
it's
why don't
broad.
I
That's
know?
What you said. It's very broad.
Why haven't you come into my my Instagram ads, bro?
you gotta come into our Instagram
because
ads.
I'm still pushing my way through because of who I am. A lot of people they won't accept and this is just straight up. Like a lot of like in the fashion community and in the creative community in Dallas, it's like it's not easily to be accepted. And when I started, I was the first one to, when I started out, it was 2017, 2018. I come out to events or whatever, and everybody's clicked up. Everybody is like, it's me and my crew, this and that. I support these people, and I support these people, and these people only. And for myself, I was like, I'm different. And it's like, I want y'all to see that, and I'm going to push my way through. So it's like now everybody respects me, and everybody is like, okay, they support. They come to my show. I had my first fashion show last year, and that was sold out. So it was like, for everybody to come and, they still support me like to this day. And, it's good now. I think the community is starting to grow and to accept more people, like new designers, new entrepreneurs, and things like that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, because when you started back in the day, I feel like the creative scene and music or fashion or anything, it was more like you said, clicks, and it was more like they weren't as accepting as much,
Yeah.
And like everybody, like I said, they had their own cliques, so it was hard for you to like pretty much make yourself a name, in the city. And I feel like now it's changing because there's a lot of more network. Everybody wants to work with each other. Nobody's really like that hateful towards or resentful towards somebody growing or getting bigger than them. It's just more like, you know what? Somebody's doing great. That's good for them.
Yo, your clothing is creepy. I don't know if you're trying to pin it that way. It's a good thing though because it's different.
Which one are you talking about?
Well, I was just looking at look at this eye, bro. Look at this whole eye, bro. That shit's interesting. Like it catches your eye literally.
Yeah, but the thing is. It's like I want it to be creepy, but it's something completely opposite.
Yeah, because if you go more down, bro, you are looking at things that you can easily wear down the basketball game before you're preparing and shit like that. Like look at that.
Like the eyeball stands for seeing is
my face.
Like what's up?
When you see the eyeball, like if you look at some of my pieces, like there's the eyeball on the back of one big that top right there on the left.
This one.
Not that one, the black gradient one. It says seeing is believing.
Yeah.
So that's what the eye stands for. And on the back of
that's
it,
fire.
If you tap the picture you'll see the back of it. There's an eyeball on the back. So that's why
small little hints of what it means, bro.
Exactly.
And we got plans for our clothing brand whenever we are out there and we want to
just merch, our merch,
Merch, exactly.
I have ideas. We can talk about it afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
What you think about it?
He got some crazy ideas, and this kind of gives me the vibe of it is creepy, but it's true. Seeing is believing.
I have one thing where I know I'm creative, but it's hard for me to put it together. Yeah. I don't know if you have those problems, but I'm pretty sure you don't because the stuff you create.
No, man, it still gets tough. I have moments where I have creative block.
Because I'm not more creative in the clothes or fashion, but the studio was just literally an office, and then or the other one too as well. Before we even started doing it, I was like, let me think of something. I sketched it out, and then I was like, all right, it's gonna take me about a week, even though it took me 2-3 weeks to finish it. I was like, then I just brought it up, thought of this as I was going. everything that was here, it was like just off of scratch.
Real wood. This shit was like wide. This is like a whole desk right here,
it
bro.
It was all like just bland. Just
bland, just straight up just sketching it out, seeing what it was. And then building it too was the hardest part, to be honest. Especially when you got no help. Because this guy was in New York. Actually, when he was in New York, literally a year ago, when he said he was in New York, I was there working my ass off till 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, building the studio.
It's okay.
And I'm like, Alan, where you at?
Hey, it's okay. That's why we got Mexicans like you to do the hard work.
Bro, the disrespect, bro.
Nah, bro. I was in New York. I was editing. I was doing shit. Like, we all do our part.
Yeah.
Bro, Victor had me laughing too. Did you see the post? We had it with this Victor Pope. I don't know if you know him. He's a Viner, ex-Viner as well. He posted something about he's African American, and he was talking about how like I know this. What do you go look at this?
This one?
No, go keep going. Oh no, I go to my story because I guess his got deleted already.
Art Caesar.
No, it's Brianna.
I got it.
It got deleted already.
Damn, bro, sucks.
But he said something about like I know it's tough out here when a black dude is with all the Hispanics at Home Depot asking for jobs. I was like, bro, I was like, damn. I was like, I busted out laughing. I was like, it was so hilarious because I was like, I did literally go to Home Depot and I saw. Like now everybody, there's all races there asking for jobs. You know, I was like, bro, it's tough out here. You know, asking for jobs.
He's a friend of the pod. He swung by, one of the few people that that we started up with.
One of the big persons that gave us, gave us the opportunity to interview him when we were barely starting.
He stays in Arlington too.
Wow.
Yeah,
there's a lot of creative person. He's really creative too as well. He does everything. Yeah. To me, I tell him he's kind of like Childish Gambino. He does comedy, music, stand,
everything.
Yeah, everything, literally everything. Sketches.
Oh yeah.
So it's a lot. It's talent to do all that.
There's a lot of dope people in Arlington. A lot of dope, talented people in Arlington that don't get the recognition that they deserve.
No, for sure. Yeah. For sure. What do you see like in your brand in the next few years compared to what it is right now?
Oh,
is it more like
right now? I have done and currently doing some major things, like some major out of state, out of country type things. So I would say, and then you said the next 5 years,
at least let's say 2 years.
2 years.
You said you started 2 years ago, where like it took off for you when. So what would be like the next 2 years?
I'd say the next 2 years it will be way bigger than what it is now because. I can't even say. All I can say is I'm on paper saying that I can't say anything. Mm-hmm. Like sign.
That's how you know it's a
NDA.
NDA. I had to sign an NDA last week.
Oh, so this is fresh off your memory.
Fresh, and all I can say is I'm working with somebody that's extremely legendary to the music business.
Nice,
nice.
I know like once that's done, that's going to take it somewhere. I had an interview, honestly, with Forbes.
Nice.
A month ago, and they trying to work with me, trying to do some stuff. So I would say it would be bigger, but my goal is to push it more to the UK. Like I want to push my brand more to the UK because they eating it up over there than they are over here. So.
I mean, your goal is to take it to UK, but hopefully here, that wave comes over here, as well.
So you're right.
I think it will.
Yeah, I think so too.
It definitely will.
Yeah.
What he's doing is he already knows his audience.
Yeah.
He wants to feed his audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, you said you're 27, right?
Yeah.
So you got, 3 years to get into that 30 under 30?
Man, I don't even think about that.
You got to dream it. You got to dream it to make it.
Right.
Nah, for real. That's so true.
But talk to us about Color Wave. I know I was looking through it. What is it? If you can explain it to the audience,
So Color Wave is, it's a friend of mine. He's throwing the event. It's an event for LGBTQ, queer creatives and allies. To host an event because I would say they don't have events like, you don't have events for, the LGBTQ plus in Dallas for them to be themselves. The spots we got is limited. And especially with us being people of color, it's like we have limited things to do. And by us coming out, like me, if I come out dressing like this to go to a club, you know, I would say to a hetero club, you know, some guys would be like, hell, this nigga got on. Or, you know, they'll say something. So I can't fully be myself. If I want to dance and, you know, sing along to some music, I have somebody looking at me weird. I already don't care what people think about me in anyways. But this event is to help other people, other creatives and allies to come and experience something new. Like, you know, you can come dance, be yourself, dress the way you want to, hear different music, because you go to all these clubs and you hear the same top 40 songs and the same tracks. And I like listening to people like K Tronada and well, what is his name?
I mean,
Duckworth, and you know, people like that. So that's what we're doing.
Back in the day, man.
Yeah, the whole color wave, it gives me a lot of Frank Ocean vibes too.
Yeah,
a lot of Frank Ocean.
All those. Oh yeah, this is their page. So it's like he's featuring me. Like I'm featured for the fashion part.
Gotcha.
So it's like that one that really see me like me changing up different type styles of clothes, and you know everything to show that. Hey, I could be able to try different things and still be okay with what I'm wearing and not worry about what
that
the
cowboy
next person's thinking.
What's up? You gotta be.
Have you seen those?
Is that did you barely bring that one once you moved to Texas? Or
yeah, I honestly bought that hat, man, 2020 for my shoot, for my video shoot, and
dude, man, I'm straight, bro. I'm straight, but like, bro, whenever like I see a TikTok and it's like fashionable and it's this guy just hitting these poses and things like that. This is like these reels that's like 3-second intervals, not even like half a second interval. It's all these whole different photo shoots. I'm all like, damn, bro, like I can't even hit them poses. I can't even show off my body like that because I'm a little chubby, bro. So I'm like, damn,
chubby.
I gotta start taking care of myself a little bit more, bro. I'm all like, damn.
But no, the thing is with that is like if you're comfortable with who you are, just own that.
Yeah, you don't gotta be gay, straight, or whatever. Like you're just showing. Like I love like the way your brand is named, like foreplay.
Yeah, and I feel like masculinity, like at least straight males have a problem doing that, you know, and that's something that's getting better by the time, especially because being accepted more.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something big that we're like at least straight males have a problem doing that, you know,
bro. If you
and they don't feel comfortable because their friends might think, oh, this guy is gay, you know, which is there's nothing wrong with it, but for them they think it's something wrong, you know, just because of the. I guess what you say, the generations behind it is like, oh, my parent might think that, you know, and it's like it's something like you shouldn't be worried about, you know.
And they look at it like I wouldn't necessarily say that most you know straight men look at it as no, I would say that from my opinion, most that don't agree with it and don't like it is just because lack of knowledge and not understanding.
I think it's just lack of balls, bro. They claim to be straight, bro, but like, bro, you got
the ones that get upset are the main ones.
To me, those are the most sus ones, you know.
Yeah,
it was like, why are you getting mad? Like, what's the point of you getting mad about something?
Nah,
like,
that's it. Because I feel like any secure man can, if a gay man can come sit right here and you're secure within yourself, it's not gonna bother you. Yeah. That's just like if you put crack next to a you put crack next to a crackhead, like, you know, are they gonna fold or what? You know, if they gonna
that's a great analogy right there, you know.
So that's why I just be like, I be like, you know, 9 times out of 10, because a lot of them say, you know, man, I'm cool, you know, I'm cool with y'all, this and that, as long as you don't hit on me and shit like that. And
like, why you gotta bring that up?
First off, we're like, nigga, we not even checking it. We're not even looking at you like that. I don't even look at you like that.
Why you big headed like that, bro?
Exactly. Like, so it's like I don't even look at you. Like, I don't look at you like that. And if one thing for sure, and I truly feel that people will agree with me when I say this. If you're ugly in the gay world, you're ugly in the straight world. So if a guy do not find you attractive, a woman will not find you attractive.
Damn.
You know, I was watching a video not too long ago, and it was like a comedian. He was all like, I have a gay friend, and he was telling me about how like it's so hard to hit on straight men, and then he's all like, well, it's hard on me to hit on, you know, a girl. Yeah. And it's hard, and he's all like, it's so hard to take them home. You gotta convince them. You gotta be the best salesman to try the dick, you know, when you're a guy, right? Right. Type of shit, like.
Right.
And then the guy's all like, yeah, it's really hard to convince a girl to come home with me. And then he's all like, well, I mean, at the end of the day, I woke up and I was at his place. Hell no.
Oh, damn.
Hell no. Bro,
I mean, I heard that from a lot of gay friends where, like, I feel like guys are a lot more open-minded. Like, especially gay guys with other gay guys, they're a lot more open-minded than, like, with a girl and, like, a male and a girl, you know?
Yeah. There's guys here that shocked the shit out of me. Like, they like, gayer than Peter Pan in a pair of ice skates. And we at the club, and they, you know, drunk, and they tonguing down a girl over in the corner. And I'm sitting up here like, the hell these niggas on? I'm like, what got into them? But, you know, they are open-minded. You know, we all like to try different shit. So, but, you know, when it comes to, like, I would say for myself, when it comes to straight guys, I'm very respectful.
Yeah,
and
of course.
It's like I'm like, you know, I put myself in a position like I want to be respected, so I got to respect you, and you know, I still get those looks like, you know, nah, I ain't fucking with him. I don't want to buy none of his clothes because this and that. But
you know, I the best way I can like combat such a, you know, immature mentality is just like look at the glow up that what's his face, the Jonkers guy, I forgot, Tyler the Creator.
Yeah,
look at him. Homeboy was the things he would say whenever he was blowing up and things. Now look at Homeboy out here, man. You know,
I feel like he was always himself too.
Yeah,
like he never. I mean, he didn't come out right off the bat, but we kind of always knew just because of the way he acted, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's also not necessarily only his fault. I blame society because it's like, it takes a lot of courage for you to be yourself. And if you're gay, I mean, I get what you mean, bro.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, I don't know if you know who RuPaul is.
Yeah.
Bro, them shows are crazy. I love watching that shit, man. Do you ever see yourself, you know, working with RuPaul, working for RuPaul?
Now, I would say I ain't gonna go that far and doing like, you know.
No, not you, but like in the set or something like that.
Yeah, I would love to because RuPaul is an icon. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ignorant. If RuPaul is he does
drag,
right? Okay, yeah. I know who you're talking about now. I know who you're talking about.
He's an icon in the LGBT, you know, community. He's a complete icon. I would love to work with him. So
man, he be pulling some outfits, bro. Like shit, bro.
Yeah. They're extremely creative, especially on the show. So I'm like, I just honestly just started watching it maybe like a month ago. So
hey, congrats, bro, because there's just so much fun content to watch.
Yeah,
maybe you'll be inspired a little bit of like how they work in like the drag scene. Because you said like, as you personally, you say you wouldn't do that. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. But like, have you ever gone to like a drag race?
I've went to a couple. They have, you know, on Cedar Springs at they have a spot that they have, you know, drag shows every, I think, Wednesday or something, I believe. Like I went and actually my partner participated in it. But he didn't do drag, but he's a dancer. So he went and, you know, they have like shows where, and it's like you go, you know, you whatever you do, you sing, dance, goddamn acrobats or whatever.
They're the funniest people in the world too.
And they just money. Like it's like if they like you, they'll put money out and they'll just give it to you. So
I feel like you gotta have the you know factor to do that type of stuff too as well. You just can't be anybody and try to do it, you know.
Yeah,
you can. And the shows I've been is like, bro, you have so much fun in it.
Yeah,
and
I've never been to a drag race. I'm telling you, like,
wait, what is it called?
Drag race.
Drag shows.
Drag shows.
Yeah.
Drag race.
Drag race.
I was like, hold on, bro. I was like, why do you keep calling it a drag race? I don't think that's what you're saying it correctly.
Now, drag race is the show. That RuPaul is doing, but the drag shows.
I was thinking of drag race like a car. You know, I was like, why are you asking of drag races right now? That's so off topic. But when you started talking about it, made sense. But I was
but I feel like society. I feel like we're growing as an individual.
Oh yeah.
You know, I speak on behalf of Mexicans, bro. We are something else. You know, our folks.
I feel like Black community and Hispanic community are very alike, especially when it comes to the LGBT community, especially not the younger generation, but like at least the older, you know, the ones that like very pro-Catholic, pro-Christian, you know, they're really like not really accepting in that, you know.
And, you know, the best way I can describe what I'm trying to explain is there's gonna be a huge transfer of wealth in the next couple of, you know, decades, if anything, this decade, 2020.
Are you spiritual? Are you spiritual?
Yeah, I'm very. I would say not
religious,
but spiritual.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
I got that. When you said that wealth transfer like that, I caught that because I've been told that before. Like I've heard that before from my mom. Because my mom is spiritual. I'm spiritual. It's like I make sure I'm always spiritually connected. So I've heard that, but it's the ones that
the ones that are ready for it. The ones that are literally here ready for it. Sign me up because. I hate to bring up Virgil Abloh. He's actually the intro of our whole channel. He's a huge influence as to why we even named it the Renaissance Podcast because you get to choose who you want to become. Right. And when in the entire society of in the world has you ever had that ability to, if you want to become someone in life, you just gotta work and you will be that individual.
Yeah,
and I don't think that's ever happened. Whether it's because of bigotry, whether because it's you don't have the funds, or whether it's because you don't have the audience, bro. There's no excuse.
Yeah,
and I mean, I'm not really saying like there's no excuse, you better do it. No, it's like it's more about like if you really just do believe in yourself, you don't gotta worry about everybody else, right? Because it's gonna come.
Right. You're
so
right.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, will I ever go to church? I don't want to answer that question because tomorrow. Next Sunday. Hell no. I know that answer right now, but I'm talking about like. That's what I mean, like
spiritually connected.
Spiritually connected to yourself, to your body, to being who you are. Because if you keep doing the right thing, you
get the right result.
The right results. Yeah, damn.
I feel like as long as you keep in mind your mental health and then also your obviously your physical health, you'll be fine.
Yeah. I feel like have you? Well, you say you had a partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, so like for me, when it comes down to finding partners, it's like maybe because I grew up as an individual that was born in, I raised myself at the age of 15.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had to like basically that free will enabled me to choose who I wanted to become, whether it was a good individual or a bad individual.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of can see things third party to an extent where like if I mess up, I call myself out. But if someone is messing up, I can like communicate with them like, yo, like, you can't really be doing that.
I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the very same way.
So that's why I'm all like, I find it kind of difficult sometimes to like be with a partner. That's why I'm all like, I'd rather just like, one night stands don't sound bad at all now because like, who wants to be told you're doing something wrong, but in a good way? Yeah. Like, nah, bro, these girls are like, you know what?
Yeah.
I want to fight. You're telling me something wrong that I'm doing? Let's fucking fight.
Yeah.
So I'm all like, damn, bro, that spirituality is just very like, very unique to someone.
Yeah. It's tough, like with, finding a partner, but understanding behaviors within yourself and them, understanding why they do the things that they do on a deeper level, like their trauma or things that they went through. Yeah. Understanding and, being able to like compromise and be patient.
That's key, compromising because everybody's so different.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would hate to date myself. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I would love to date myself. No,
I can't do that, bro. Would you ever date yourself?
Ooh, I feel like
I can't. Picture yourself kissing yourself, bro.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can because I would say this because I'm a pusher. I'm a motivator, and it's like I'm a pusher to be the best version of yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I know that I can get in my head a lot and I can overthink things and think, I feel like if I am doing it right, I feel like I'm doing it wrong. And I put pressure on myself and then I have to snap out of it and say, no, get yourself together. I have that mental pep talk, like, look, get your shit together. Like, you good.
How do you find that balance where like, cause I know you're very busy, like, is it hard to find that balance of like giving time to a relationship and then like working on your projects?
Kinda. It's kind of hard, but it's like I have to, I'm a huge music fan. So it's like, I find that place, zen out, get that, get myself back to place, like get back to ground level. You
inject yourself into an environment where like it's like I have a lot of shit out there, but right now in these headphones, it's vibing.
I'm good, and it's like I'll get myself together. It's like instead, most people will go out and drink. I used to have a really bad drinking problem. Like I used to have a really, really bad drinking problem.
That Jack and Coke, bro. That Jack and
that was my drink too. That was my drink.
How you know? How you know you drink Jack and Coke?
Because I just drank some Jack and Coke.
Are you sober now, or you just toned it down?
I've toned it down because honestly, after the passing of my brother, like I said, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna explain what happened, but I'm gonna make it really short because I don't want to draw it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I was hanging out with a friend, and I just had like a really bad feeling, and something said, go to your mom's house. And I went to my mom's house, and just to go hang with them. And I went to my brother's room, and they were huge fans of like guns and motorcycles and things like that. And I went in there, and my baby brother had a gun in his hand. And I was like, what you doing? Like, what are you doing with this? I'm like, put that away. He put it up. And I went up, like, closed the door, walked around. My mom has this little sunroom. And I just went in there and just laid on the floor. And something said, get up and go check, go check on him. As soon as I got up, pushed the door open, like my brother was taking the gun apart, and the gun went off and shot him in the head. And it's like, I'm like looking at him. So it's like I'm looking at the stuff like shoot out of his head. So it's like I'm blinking, and I close the door. And in that moment, I was like, okay, I got to change my thinking. I got to change that entire process. Even like I was very calm, like how I was when like the people, the stretcher pulled him out of the hospital, pulled him out of my apartment, my mom's apartment. I was calm like this, and then I spoke at his funeral, and I was calm like this as well. And I was like, God, something great has to come out of this.
Did anyone ever like hug you whenever that happened?
No.
Like afterwards?
No. I actually stayed the night because all my family stayed at the hospital the night of.
And you stayed in, dude?
Yeah, it happened June 8th. He passed away June 9th. Mm-hmm. I went back and stayed at my mom's apartment where it happened that night. And nobody did. I was there. I literally spent that day all the way up until today, by myself, pulling myself out of that and mentally grounding myself and getting myself.
You're about to be shocked what we're about to tell you, but like, I'm just gonna ask you a few questions.
No, I mean,
go
you
ahead.
Can't be shocked because he's
the
stuff really, that happened to you, bro.
He's really gonna get shocked. What we gotta say in just a second, you'll be mind blown.
But honestly, living through that situation, it's tough, especially. Yeah. I mean, you said you don't you never really cried or had that moment, Yeah. And
so let me ask you, a lot of folks would ask you this way. Mm-hmm. So if someone was to, sell you a house and they would give you a set list of, people that have died in that house, would you ever buy that house?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So like you had to, stay that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you, like blood and stuff still on the wall.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. I had to stay there myself.
It's a trauma and PTSD that you don't really. You kind of sympathize, especially with like people from war that happens to them. It's like it's crazy, and like something like that so traumatic that can happen to you it's life changing.
It is,
and either you can go north from that or you can go south from that. So many people choose to go south from that, and there's only only a few that make it, bro. And so I'm proud of you that you do that. You were able to do that because it's tough,
Because I feel like he's here because he understands.
Yeah.
That what happened, happened, and he understands.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't blame himself because, like, I hate to put it this way because, like, we went through something like so similar. But like, I feel like did you ever ask yourself like, what if I didn't open the door?
Always.
Exactly.
Like I always. In the beginning, I blamed myself. 2018, I went through a really bad depression because I was blaming myself because I was like, you should have just stayed in that room or you should have just taken it away from them. None of this would have happened.
Yeah. So I feel like that's where like the spirituality comes.
Yeah.
That's where like you're like, I'm sure that I understand what happened.
Yeah.
I had no control over it. It did happen maybe because of me.
Yeah.
But was that my intention?
Right.
Nah. So like, we used to live in an apartment, bro. Like, was it 2018?
2018 too.
Yeah, 2018. I would say December around, the 20th, 16th? No, it was the 20th, right? Because it was like right before Christmas, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, we used to have a 3-bedroom apartment down in Irving, down in Las Colinas.
That's where my mom was staying in Irving, right off Trinity. Like the apartments, right off Esther's Road in Irving.
Oh, you're over there by like Beltline and the Walmart.
Yeah, the Walmart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know where you're at. So we would stay past the IHOP in MacArthur in 635. So like, where all those Indians live. Bro, I was right in that hole.
We're the neighbors. We're the neighbors.
We were the neighbors.
They're the best neighbors, to be honest, too, because Alan was never that party guy, but I would throw some parties there where it was like, I would fill up a 3-bedroom apartment up to like, you couldn't even fit any more people. And no cops ever got called. We lived right in front of the pool. We would literally be at 3 a.m, super loud, and like no cops ever came. Like
bitches were getting fucked in the pool.
Damn, hold on. Do y'all still throw parties? I'm like,
no, we don't. We kind of laid off, especially after these guys. But I kind of stopped. You know, especially when that's why I asked you if you were sober, because I was really bad I was especially smoking. I was really heavy smoker. Yeah. People don't say you don't get addicted to smoking, but you really do. Especially when you try to quit it, it's really tough. Yeah. Especially that month or two that you go through that withdrawal, that like you thought that you were always tired because you didn't need to smoke or anything like that, but like you definitely can tell that a lot of the stuff that either you were tired all the time, it was because of that. So like to me, I'm not the type where like I can tone it down. It's either I quit or I'm on it, you know? So it's like I quit completely. I've been sober for 1.5 years now for both.
Congratulations.
So yeah, it's hard, especially because, like I said, working with people, artists and stuff is like, they want to drink all the time, or we go out sometimes with some people and like, let's take a shot. But bartenders, I already know. The first thing I tell bartenders is like, hey, they're gonna try to get for shots, but just give me water. Yeah. And for some reason, bartenders are always like the coolest. They're like, oh, that's what's up. They always high five me, or if it's like, well, that's hard, and they're like, all right, I got you. Oh yeah. And they always know. They always put either a lemon or they put a napkin under mine, and I always know that's mine right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before we end things, like I just want you to feel like you're not alone. You know, he was with me. I went through something very similar like you. There was a girl that used to live in that 3-bedroom apartment. He was a stripper. She ended up getting cuffed, and homeboy was like, I'm not cool with you stripping. Like, imagine telling someone that stripped their whole life to stop stripping. You know, it's going to fuck them up a little mentally, right?
It's that living, right?
Yeah, it's that bread, living, fun, whatever you want to call it, their passion. Yeah. So, you know, it didn't take long for her to realize, like, damn, I'm unhappy as fuck. Yeah. So, like, there was this one night where, like, they argued really bad. Homeboy dipped. I was like, all right, well, let me close the door, right? Type of shit. And the whole night, I was listening to fucking music the whole night. And I'm like, I got to wake up in the morning at 10 a.m. or some shit like that, right? Yeah. And then this girl's out here just blasting her music. I'm all like, hey, you know, I knock on the door, like, turn that shit down. And she turns it up. So that
she was really wild. Yeah, she was a tough, what would say, she was a tough roommate, you know?
Yeah, her name was Elvia. Elvia. So, you know, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just let her do her shit. It's locked and everything, so I can't, you know, I'm not about to disrespect her privacy, but she's also like doing this shit, right? Yeah. So like next thing you know, someone's banging at the front door and it's homeboy trying to get back in because they live together and shit, like, and they just had this big ass argument. So I'm all like, all right, well, she's not opening the door apparently. So I'm all like, maybe she's not hearing the guy. So I'm over here like, hey, you know, hey, homeboy's in the front, you know, can I let him in? I'm not about like getting between y'all because I'm not about, you know, be the reason why he comes in and beats your ass type of shit, you know? So that's what was going through my head. I'm all like, I'm hearing fucking movement and shit. I'm all like, all right, she's in there. I'm done. Like, I'm out here, like, I'm fed up, right? So I opened the fucking, I opened the door with a fucking fork and I'm just like out here, like, she's there, like, hanging. I'm like, fuck. Oh, yeah. So, like, it took me a while for me to, like, realize that, like, I don't think she did that on purpose. I feel like some girls want to, like, get rescued. Yeah. So I feel like if homeboy, for whatever reason, he didn't have his key that night. If he would have just opened the door, he would have been come in and, you know, that movement that I heard, I feel like she did that at that point.
Yeah. How did that affect you, though?
You know, PTSD, a good year. Yeah. You know, he also was affected because he was actually closer with her.
Yeah, I was closer with her, and that the same reason, like, I literally went through the same where I borrowed her charger that night because I didn't have my charger at the time, and I was like, let me borrow your charger. And I went in there, and I can already tell she was like already mad. I didn't know she had gotten in a fight before, because I had gotten there from work and stuff, or I was doing something. I don't know what I was doing. But I got there and asked for a charger, and literally like not even like 30 minutes later that happened. It's like, damn, like, yeah, that's what the one thing is like, man, if I would have like just asked her how she was doing at the time when I saw it,
Yeah.
But I was over here so like worked up on whatever I was doing at that moment that I needed my phone to charge it real quick because I had to make a call.
Yeah.
It's like, man, there's some things that you regret, but is it like sometimes you're like, is there something that it's like it's because it's meant to happen? But like something like that is like it's tough to think it was meant to happen, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, like I honestly I couldn't stay there any longer. Like I think I stayed there for like a good 2-3 weeks. And like literally every night was just like I would think I was suffocating.
Yeah.
Like for some reason in my head I would have nightmares and I would think I was suffocating.
Same.
And that shit was just like really bad, to be honest. Like as soon as I got out of there, it helped better. I mean, my mom's really religious too, so I kind of told her what happened, and then she was like, she just prayed for me, you know, cleaned off like she said, like all the bad vibes and stuff.
Yeah,
and it helped a lot. But honestly, like I said, it takes a while for you to like kind of like remove those memories from you because they're so like in you. Yeah, it's like you can't really remove them, and it's bad.
Yeah, so like that's what I was gonna ask you. I'm all like, damn, bro, like you're the individual that opened the door. You're the individual that found that individual.
My baby brother was in the room.
Oh crap!
He was like this close.
Yeah, take care of that little brother, bro.
And he's like we're both, we're both in like the creative. He does music, and but when he did it, like when he first was doing it, because he's been doing it for a while. Him and my deceased brother, they used to do music together. And now he's gotten better and better and better, and it's like he's evolved into a whole like he's young. He's 21 now, so but
it's a weird, like I said before, you have to move forward. We got to grow as an individual. Unfortunately, we were put in a situation that it just wasn't the right situation for anybody.
Right.
But we are here still. They would love for us to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Take care of your folks, take care of, just overall what needs to be done. Out of respect for them, out of respect for us, And that's where a lot of folks just don't understand it's all about respect. You know? Why would you do something for someone that's, they pay you because they're your boss, and also because you respect them, right?
Yeah.
So why aren't you going to respect yourself and do what you're supposed to do? You told yourself that you're going to do that. So go ahead and respect yourself, boy.
You're right.
So... It's a great experience. I would say it's unfortunate, but like I'm just happy to be where we are today.
I agree.
I feel like a lot of things have gone wrong, but these are the things that help us build bond together and things like that. Where like whatever happens in the future, you are ready. You're ready to go. Nothing's gonna hold you back but yourself. And thankfully we're not gonna hold ourselves back.
And I've told them too, because like literally we became friends like maybe like. I would say 5-6 years ago. Like when that happened, I think it wasn't even 2018. It was like was it 2018? Well, anyways, it doesn't matter.
Around there, yeah.
But like we literally became friends at work. Like there's like him and my other co-host that's not here. We didn't become friends until like after high school. Like I never knew them from high school. So like it's something that like. With like the stuff we've happened, I feel like we're so close to like that. It feels like I've known them all my life,
For real, right?
And like it brings us together. I don't know if it brought you together with your brother or not, but that connection you have with them, with that experience you have, and it's like you can only depend on each other to support each other, especially through those traumatic moments, and like you just got to move up from that, man.
Yeah, and then I feel like even then, like I feel like the people that support you the most now are the people that never knew you.
Yeah, they are,
bro, for real. Like I feel like our friends, they support us, right? But like I feel like we get more support, by like folks like you, like you know what I mean? Like
I think all the people that I was friends with and family members and things like that. Nah,
but
I got more. I get more of my support from people that I don't know.
Hey, mate, they're in Britain. They're in Great Britain.
Yeah, mate. They be throwing the mate.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, but my brother and I, we took it different. Like, because after it happened, my family moved to Memphis for a while. And, like, immediately they moved to Memphis after it happened. I stayed at the apartment until I couldn't, stayed there. And my mom's husband at the time cleaned it out, and I had moved. I had my own spot. No, I was dating somebody, and we was together in Arlington. Excuse me. We were staying together in Arlington, and then shortly after his funeral, that person broke up with me. Yeah. So I'm like, when I came back, because I drove to I drove to my brother's funeral, which was in Mississippi, and when I came back to the funeral, that person I was dating broke up with me. So I was like, God
You know, I feel like you're in a stage.
But it's all for a reason. Because, like, you know, that person, like, wasn't going to support you at your lows, then what was the point of you keeping them? You know?
Right. And I feel like they don't realize that, and they never will.
They won't.
Because I feel like now they see you and you're like cloud chaser, or like you're like, oh, now he wants to be someone in life. I'm like, not really. I'm just like, this was the path that, you know, whatever reason, you know, it was chosen for me.
You just didn't see it at the moment?
Yeah.
Right. Or so maybe they didn't want to see it, you know.
And that's at peace. So I'm all like, you know what?
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it, bro.
Yeah.
But you're definitely not the reason why.
Yeah, exactly.
You just can't, you know, benefit from it
at all. And that's I'm very like kind of not tight on who I let into my life now, because now more than ever, there's a lot of people from my past and, you know, family members that are just like, oh, I see you doing stuff now. So
for real,
let me hold $10. You know, I'm like,
for real. I feel like, you know, I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but like, I feel like the more you do for yourself, the more amount of times people are gonna want something from you. But it ain't even about like money. It's just about, let me work with you, or like, oh, let me spend time with you, or like
put me in one of your shows.
Yeah, for whatever reason, you just gotta be able to like identify who really deserves it. Yeah. And it ain't even about deserving, because like you just gotta realize that, like, damn, bro, like if you can really, you know, motivate someone, if you can really, like, you know, touch that one individual, bro, like I said, you know, that can be the individual, the reason why you blow up or some shit like that, or why you create such a masterpiece in the future, you collab or shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh man, it's tough. I hate that shit. I'm all like, I'm just doing it for my people.
Yeah, for real.
For real. That's it. And you are asking me to become one of my people. I feel like that's where, like, they don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't. And like I said, like, my family, I would say my siblings were my supporters. They were the ones, like, you know, when I first started sharing reposts and stuff like that, like my, you know, of course, parents, grandparents, and all that stuff, they really didn't get that at first.
Yeah.
Like my mom, for a while, my mom was religious, not spiritual, religious. So, of course, immediately when I started to look like this, my mom was like, no, you're doing too much. Like, the book, the Bible said this, and I'm like, the
Bible said.
That's how my mom is. She watches some of our podcasts, but she doesn't know fluent English, but she knows, I know your cousin in there, like, stop cussing so much. Like, she be telling me, but I'm like, you know, I got to do it for the people. Like, nah, you don't have to. Like, that's just the way I talk, Mom.
That's why I was trying to keep it clean, low key. I was like, when I heard myself say something, I was like trying to clean it up. I was like, because you do have those, you know, those listeners that's, you know, like, so.
I feel you, man. So, like, just to wrap things up, because, you know, it's late now, but guys, you know, it's a great conversation. You know, thank you, CESAR, for pulling up. You know, thank you for pulling up. You're always welcome. This is gonna be, you know, the only first time.
Why are you thinking to me like if I'm not thinking?
Cause
like I have to. What you mean?
Bro. Like after this session, sheesh.
Yeah, it's tough, you know. But you know, it's crazy how I didn't expect to have this conversation. You know,
you never know.
But
I didn't either.
But that's why I love having these podcasts, because you can have a conversation about anything, and then like with the experiences you had mutually, you can connect with someone.
Yeah. So let the people know where they can find you, man.
All right, y'all can find me at Instagram at Kendu4Play, KNDUIVPLAY. My website, artforplay.com, ARTIVPLAY.com. I don't use Facebook like that. I'm telling my age for real if I say I use Facebook. But yeah.
Any events we want to promote?
Yes, Color Wave, of course, June 10th. Get your early bird tickets available now, because the price will go up at the door, and I don't think y'all want to do that. With those tickets, you get 3 drink tickets, so that means you can get like any drink.
Shit, that's a lot of tickets.
Yeah, it's gonna be a vibe though, for real.
For sure. Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Watch till the end. You have no idea. You're going to be shocked. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming in. We out. Peace.
Sin forzarlo, esto me sale natural. Como mi baby me gusta natural. Cuando hables conmigo, háblame en plural. Como el audio, háblame claro cristal. Aunque me sigan pagando no voy a fallar. Hasta Torreón ya me voy a regresar. Sin forzarlo esto me sale natural. Como mi baby me gusta natural.